What is going on, Warriors of Tamaris? Back again with another Call of Dragons video. In today's episode, I'm going to show you guys my tactical lineup for the Season of Strife. Winter is upon us. Our level 1 passes is about to open, and I'm going to show you guys pretty much everything that I'm going to be using for these level 1 passes. By the way, I play with all the different troop types. Therefore, there will be different lineups for the different troop types in the game. The video will be divided into a bunch of different chapters. You can skip to a specific troop type that you are looking for. All I can say is if you play cavalry, you don't want to miss out on the cavalry section, because I'm going to show you guys something that is, I think, very cool. If you're new here, subscribe for more content, like the video, share it with your friends, drop some comments down below. Alright, Warriors of Tamaris, welcome to the Season of Strife. Winter is upon us. As we go to the Auguston, you can see our passes is about to open. I think in about 18 hours, things are gonna go crazy. As of right now, we still don't have long-range warfare in the game yet. That's gonna take some time. So for this level 1 passes, we're gonna be fighting without the long-range warfare. And I'm gonna show you guys all the lineups that I'm gonna be using. So let's get right into it. We hit deploy and we bring out everybody. Multi-create. We go preset number 1, which is the mages. My mages are gonna be moving at 41% march speed. I have 2 different mage presets. I have maxed out almost all the mages in the game, so I will be testing them out to see which variations work the best. And then in the future, I should be able to give you guys a video about which mage marches are the best in the game. So this is my first lineup that I'm going to be using. I will be testing Magrat and Bahorn with the Thunder Elegy. The Thunder Elegy has some kind of nice defense break. I think Magrat is going to benefit from this a lot. So we're going to see how that plays out. We have Lilia Velin, 41%, Magrat, Bahorn. I think this one is a little bit faster. I need to change the speed. We got Mu Thea, 41%. My Mu needs some work. I might use some Universal to max it out, but I'm almost there, And then we got Bertrand Tohar, 41%, and then Thunderlin Thalaya, 41% march speed. Showing you the artifacts. This one is level 3. This is the pet that I'm using, my best Sapphire Frederick. I already showed you the Thunder Elegy. This one is the Sapphire Frederick that I'm using on this march. We got the level 2 Visage of the Sanctus. It is doing well. This march is keeping up with this one right here in terms of merits. And this is the Sun Lizard that I'm using for that march. We got the Mirage Orb level 4. This is the pet. Needs some work, needs some changes. And then we got the Phoenix Eye, and we have my Seraphic Fredericks. By the way, I have this interruption over here. When this pet first came out, this interruption was triggering the second skill for Thunderlin. Unfortunately, the devs did some stuff, some secret stuff. This thing doesn't work like that anymore, so I might change it in the future, but we shall see. So this is what I have for my mage lineup for the first one. And then the second mage lineup is right here. Some things have changed. We got Zeta as the primary with 41% march speed. Now Bahorn is behind Lilia because I want to see how this march is going to perform. And then we have Thunderlin and Velin. I want to see how this march is also going to perform. Is it going to be better than Thunderlin and Thalaya? So that is something that I'm trying to find out. And then I might take Thea and put her behind Lilia. Then I take Bahorn and bring him behind Musiang or in front of Musiang, and take out the Phoenix Eye and drop it over here, and then put one infantry over here. This is what I will be doing if I want to play with some infantry. So how will it look? We're going to have a Thea over here. Let's do this real quick. And then over here, let's just say I put Mr. Bahorn. So this would be the lineup that I use if I want to bring some infantry on the field. And over here is going to be long range warfare with something that looks like this. Okay, so this is 41% march speed. However, if there is no long range warfare, then I'll have to switch it this way. That way I can keep up with the march speed. Or I can bring the Thunderlin and the Thalaya. But we're going to have to see. I might switch this pet and put this one right here, just so I can do more damage. So this is going to be one of the lineups that I use when I need to try something different. So this is the first one for the mages. This is the second one. The main goal is to test them out and see which variation works best. And then in the future, I should be able to bring a video about which mage marches are the best in the game. The good thing is I'll have all the mage heroes maxed out. So I think I should be able to give you guys some conclusive results. We're gonna keep this pushing. We move on to the archers. Multi-create. These are the presets. Preset number 3 is for the archers. This is 4 archer marches with 1 infantry. The pets are DPS pets, and I think this one needs to change to this pet right here. We hit replace and we bring it over here. So this is the archer marches that I'm going to be using. The artifacts, this is what it looks like. Level 2, this is the pet, Shadow Manticore. The Phoenix Eye maxed out. And then we got this thing right here. Why do I keep calling this Phoenix Eye? What is it? Shadow Blades. Okay, Shadow Blades. And then we got Hinara artifacts at level 3 with the Snow Peak Rock that needs some work. We got the Iron Tusk level 2 with this pet. Super nice attributes. Just need to build it and it should be good to go. And then I have a level 1 Spirit Bone Talk. I need to wake up. And this is the pet that I'm going to be using. Or I switch to this one. It's going to depend on the situation. So this is the archer marches that I'm going to be using. Now, if I want to go with like 5 archer marches, this is what it will look like. 5 archer marches with the addition of this lady and Musiang. Guanwin Musiang. So this is 5 archer marches. When they bring the long range warfare, this is what I will be using. Now I have another variation of the previous archer march. So this is the DPS archers with the DPS pets. And then I have this one as well with the Sand Lizards. So this is what it's going to look like. This is the first Sand Lizard that I have here. This is the second one. They're going to need some work, but I'm going to test them out with the long range warfare to see how they perform. So I should have some cool videos for you guys this season. And if I want to go 5 marches, this is what it's going to look like with the lizards to provide some survivability. So we shall see how that plays out. So these are my archer marches for the Season of Strife. Now, when the long range warfare comes out, this is what I'm going to be bringing out most of the time. We got Margaret and Zeta over here, bringing something new. And then for the rest of the other marches, they could change. This one is going to be switched with, let me see, the Iron Tusk guy, Mr. Fulgrim, and then Sybil. I think this is going to switch over here with long range warfare for 5 marches. And if I want infantry, I'll just take one of these marches out and then drop in the infantry. So this is what I have for the mages and the archers for this brand new season. And now let me show you guys my tactical cavalry marches for the Season of Strife. This should be interesting, especially for those who play cavalry. So the first one is going to be this one right here, moving at 76% march speed. I lose out on some damage from the talent tree, but the main goal is to get to places faster and get away from enemies as fast as possible. The only way they're going to catch up with me is if they have the exact same talent tree. As you know, most of the players in the game are using either the 60% speed synchronization or the 54%. I think that's what most players are going to be using. But mine is 76. There is no way those players are going to catch up with me, especially if I go to their territory just to, you know, toy around with people. So this is what I'm going to be using. No infantry here, full cavalry. That's going to be the plan. Now, when I want to get into a brawl, let's say there is some brawling right next to my city or places that are not too far, this is what I will be using. It's the exact same lineup, except I bring the skill tree cavalry in front. And just looking from this lineup, you can see that all the skill heroes are the primary. This is so that they can do a lot of damage. And I have all the DPS artifacts ready. They go off at once. If there is a ranged unit around, they are not going to survive. They will die right away. Now, to get tactical, I'm going to change things. We're going to put 1 infantry here, and this is what it's going to look like. So this is going to be the infantry lineup that I use. We're going to put Nika here or we're gonna put Atheas, depending on how much speed I want. So let's say we go with Atheas for now. That way they can keep up. Now, why am I using the Grey Mars Warhammer? This artifact got a buff with the Exemplar. Right now the stun is for 6 seconds, which means when you go to some range units, you're gonna stun them for up to 6 seconds. And in that 6 seconds, they will not be able to hit your cavalry legions. And you guys know what cavalry can do in a short amount of time. They are just going to annihilate everyone and melt everything. So this is going to be the tactical lineup that I use for my cavalry. If I'm going to be fighting other cavalry as well, when I see there are plenty of cavalry, I think I will be switching to the Spiritborn Torque. That way I can force all of those cavalry to fight my Skogul instead and leave my other marches alone. So this is the tactical lineup for my cavalry that I will be using this season. But wait a minute, it doesn't end here. I showed you guys that my main cavalry is going to be 76% march speed. Well, I decided to take things to the next level. And now I'm going to show you guys my next cavalry lineup, which is this one right here. This cavalry lineup is lacking damage. However, it is moving at 94% march speed. You heard that right, guys. All this cavalry, they are moving at 94% march speed. Now you're going to be asking, are you going to be changing your talent trees all the time just to accommodate this march speed? And the simple answer is no. From these marches, I just altered them a little bit and gave them the correct artifact to bring them to 94% march speed without changing the talent tree. So when I bring these guys out, I don't need to change my talent tree. They are going to move at 94% march speed. There is no one catching up with my marches. Now the only problem is going to be these two. I still need to max out my Naya to get some march speed from here. Right now she is 5% slower, but I think I will be able to get her to a good level. So these marches are going to be moving 94% march speed. Over here, this one is moving at 92. So I need to take this one to 2 stars. That way it moves at 94% march speed. Don't think for a second that this is the end, guys. This is not the only march speed that I have. I have another build as well for my cavalry again. Now this one is moving at 113% march speed. Oh, and by the way, they'll be using the exact same talent tree. I did not change any talent tree. I just moved the marches around and gave them the proper artifact. So these 3 marches are moving at 113% march speed. Now you're going to be like, you don't really need all of that march speed. Yes, I do. There are some situations in the game where you need to be somewhere very, very fast. And if you want to catch some flying eagles that are just trying to do nonsense in your territory, this is something you can use. If you want to go somewhere and help somebody real fast, I can bring these 3 marches, 113% march speed. Just get there as fast as possible. Now, if I want, I can bring this one instead, moving at 94% march speed, 5 marches. This should be able to do a lot of damage. So to summarize my cavalry marches, I got the first one right here, which is the main one with the talent tree. It's moving at 76% march speed. And then if I'm going to be brawling with others, this is what I'm going to be using, 31% march speed. I can switch this and put the Grey Mars Warhammer with this lineup. So this is what this lineup gonna look like. And then if I want to take things to the next level, this is 94% march speed, same talent tree. I don't need to change anything. And then if I want to go somewhere far and just have some fun, this is what I'm gonna use, 113% march speed. Good luck catching up with these 3 marches. I dare you. So these are the cavalry preset for the season of Strife. Now you're probably gonna be like, you don't really play infantry. Well, I will be playing infantry. Most of the time I play with my range units, then I switch to infantry. Okay, so for my infantry, what will I be doing? I will be using 3 infantry marches. So we're gonna go with, let me see. Yeah, I always use 3 infantry marches. Where is Madeline and Garwood? Now they're hiding. we're gonna go Danfell and Mogro. That is 1 march. And we're gonna put the Shield of Sturdiness. We're gonna equip. This is good. This one is gonna get out. It will be replaced with the Blink Infantry. And then my Madeline and Garwood will be another Blink March. Let's see. So this is Madeline. And we're gonna put Garwood over here with the other Blink artifact for the cavalry. Where is it? Right here. So this is what my triple infantry setup is going to look like if I want to be launching infantry. I use this one to push enemies, and then these two are just gonna blink into the crowd and just confuse them. So these are the 3 infantry marches that I will be using. Now to show you guys my troop composition, I am a content creator. I want to learn about all the different troop types. As you can see here, I have invested in the best troop type. Like, I try to get everything to 2 million. That's the main plan. So infantry almost 2 million. We got enough celestial, we got enough knights, and we have enough ballistas. So this is what I will be using for this season. I think I did not show you guys my cavalry pets and artifact. Maybe let me show you guys what they looks like. Kingslayer level 5. This is the pet that I'm using over here. And then we have Spring Blades level number 4. This is the pet. It's gonna need some work. Over here we got the Solans Blade, and we got this war pet right here, needs some work. Here we're gonna use the Wolf Howl Horn level 1, and this is the pet that I might switch to the Auric Warhound when I build it. So that's gonna be what I do in the future. And then we have this one, level 5 Springbird Feather. With this pet right here, I might switch to this Bruin Bear, this Moon Bear. But we're gonna see if I really need to do that. So this is what it looks like. What else do I need to show here? Yep, I think I've shown you guys all of it. You can see what's going on. So this is it, guys. What about my policies? Do I really need to show you guys the policies as well? There is nothing to see here, except I'm gonna be going with diligence, and I went with elixir production speed. I'm gonna be using beta rend just to kill off some troops, and that's it for the policies. Now when it comes to the seasonal talents, I have started from here. I got this, we're gonna take this, we're gonna take this, then we're gonna go to the mass warfare and see what I get. Probably hack and slash is what I'll take. So we're gonna see how that plays out. So this is it for the video, guys. When the long range warfare comes out, things are going to change. I want to thank you guys for watching. If you're new, subscribe for more content. Until then, see you guys in the next one. Bye bye for now.